the most definite effect delivered by the youngest stem cell. Today, I'm going to introduce you about our key ingredients, USC 1994. Recently, various types of exosome skin boosters are flooding the market so much, so it can be called exosome phenomenon. However, to choose the right stem cell and right exosome, we need to consider several important factors. So, what are these? Let's take into the example of wine. There are wine A and wine B. So they may look alike, but if you taste them, you'll be able to tell the difference. Wine A is made of the high-quality grapes, and these grapes are fermented under the optimal conditions to become rich and flavorful wine. On the other hand, wine B is made from low-quality grapes that are fermented under uncontrolled conditions. If you have a choice, which one would you choose? The answer is obvious. It is the same for broth, the heart of any soup dish. In this case as well, you'd prefer to choose broth A as it is made from fresh, selected ingredients in a hygienic environment. It is the same thing when it comes to choosing exosomes. Exosomes can be derived from various age groups. Let's say there are a 0-year-old stem cell from a newborn baby, a stem cell from someone in their 30s who is in early stage of aging, and a stem cell from someone in their 50s. Which one will be the most effective? Also, even when the same 0-year-old stem cells are used, depending on the condition under which they are cultured, the quality of exosomes can differ dramatically. Therefore, we recommend the youngest 0-year-old exosome that have never experienced aging and produce under the optimal condition. So now I'm going to introduce in detail what the youngest exosomes are and what makes them superior, safer, and more effective. Let's start with the understanding what the youngest exosomes are. Stem cell exosomes are in general collected from fat tissue and bone marrow of aged adults. The factors like their diets and health conditions lead to significant variations. However, unlike them, our exosomes are derived from umbilical cord blood stem cells of newborn babies, therefore from the youngest stem cells that have never experienced aging. As a result, variations among the collected cells are minimal. Other types of stem cells have less proliferative and regenerative capacity as they've already gone through differentiations. On the other hand, as umbilical cord blood stem cells are the youngest stem cells and have boundless energy for growth, they have high proliferation capacity and multipotency. These are proven by various research results. The cell proliferation rates of umbilical cord blood stem cells are higher than fat tissues or bone marrow-derived stem cells, and this difference grew with time. PGE2 is known to suppress inflammation, and more PGE2 was found in umbilical cord blood stem cell compared to fat tissue or bone marrow stem cells. Stem cell exosomes were applied to skin fibroblasts to see if they could stimulate skin cell proliferation. And in the group treated with an umbilical cord blood stem cell exosomes, higher cell proliferation and protein expression were observed compared to the group treated with fat tissue or bone marrow stem cell exosomes. The protein components and gene expression of the skin fibroblasts were also examined. It showed an increase in collagen, fibronectin, and elastin, which form skin structure, proving that umbilical cord blood stem cell exosomes were effective in skin proliferation and regeneration. Umbilical cord blood stem cell exosomes are not single ingredients like EGF serum or gold, but are made of more than 1,470 active ingredients. These 1,470 ingredients are involved in cell activation, collagen synthesis, antioxidation, and various other cell activities to slow aging process. These ingredients work synergistically to dramatically improve skin. One of the key ingredients of umbilical cord blood stem cell exosomes is GDF11. It is so effective in preventing aging. It is called rejuvenation protein. Scientists have shown that when old mice were given blood transfusion from young mice, old mice rejuvenated to a level of similar to that of young mice. GDF11, a protein found in these experiments, is still actively studied and the results were published in prestigious journals. Based on this result, we conducted our own studies. Our study results also show that it has skin regenerative properties. The regenerative capacity of dermal fibroblasts increased along with the increase in GDF11 levels. Moreover, it is found that umbilical cord blood stem cell exosome contains 60 times more GDF11 than other types of other stem cell exosomes. Then how is USC 1994, so that is called our umbilical cord blood stem cell exosomes, different from exosomes of our company? So now let me tell you about their differences. If exosomes of other companies are Americano, our exosomes are espresso as they're 100% pure and undiluted, as the concentration level is much higher and it is more effective. What's more, our exosome contain up to 14 times more active ingredients than other companies' stem cell exosomes. Our exosomes are also similarly sized. The size of our exosomes are much smaller than others, ranging from only 50 to 150 nanometer and 1,700 times smaller than a pore. USC 1994 is so concentrated that around 123 billion particles of these tiny exosomes are detected per milliliter. The following visualized data highlight our differences. While exosomes from other stem cells are bigger and show significant variation in size, umbilical cord blood stem cell exosomes are tinier and similarly sized, ranging between 50 and 150 nanometer. All types of skin growth factor contained in these exosomes are highly expressed. Especially the amount of EGF is more than 10 times higher. Also, when we evaluate these exosomes' ability to penetrate skin, using fluorescence-leveled exosomes, we found they reach dermis within 18 hours after application. Skin cell regeneration is directly related to wound healing. We conducted a wound healing assay to evaluate cell migration. The results showed that when treated with our exosome, cells migrated quickly to heal wounds, proving our stem cell exosomes' regenerative effects. All the details I just explained were published in SCI international journals, leading to the international recognition of their efficacy. The efficacy of our exosomes is proven not only in theory, but also through the collaborative clinical trial with large hospitals. With Cheonnam National University Hospital, we conducted clinical trial on atopic dermatitis, and our exosomes improved 6 common symptoms while showing no side effects. With Gangbuk Samsung Hospital, we did clinical trial to see if they improve sensitive skin, and with Severance Hospital to see if they improve atopic dermatitis. So far, we focused on the efficacy on exosomes, but where and how are they produced? Our exosomes are produced through rigorous pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing processes. For about 195 days, donated cord blood is separated and cultured for quality analysis. And for 21 days, 100% pure low materials were produced using a proprietary medium. Afterwards, a 35-day quality inspection is conducted. A total of 261 days of patients are required to produce this precious ingredient. These high-quality exosomes are developed and produced by our experts at the world-class Stem Cell GMP Center and Research Institute, and therefore can be safely used on skin. We have all the necessary documents in accordance with the relevant laws. We confidently recommend it because it ensures pharmaceutical-level safety and rationality of the process. Our company is only one in the world that has enough original technologies related to stem cells. With these technologies, stem cells in umbilical cord blood can be obtained with a purity of over 95%, and numerous stem cells can be isolated with an efficiency of 80%. We have extended the length of time stem cell can be isolated which allow efficient and flexible handling of production and distribution. We also have stem cell culture technology using a proprietary medium with a specific composition including growth factors as well as the patent on a final composition. To sum it up, we have original technologies covering all areas including stem cell acquisition, isolation, and mass culture. Our study results on the skin regeneration effect of exosomes were published in SCI-level international journals, and our exosome ingredient is listed in ICID for the first time in the world. Over the span of 30 years of stem cell research, more than 290 papers have been published, and more than 90 stem cell-related patents and intellectual property rights have been acquired in 22 countries. In addition to skin boosters, we are conducting research with the goal of developing the first exosome medicine by 2030. The anti-inflammatory mechanism was verified through the publication in the SCI-level journals, and the skin regeneration effects were confirmed through an in vivo efficacy test. In addition, safety is secured through the related test conducted by Accelera, a renowned GLP institute in Italy, Europe. Next, I'm going to tell you about the amazing skin improvement effect of our heritage ingredient, USC 1994. The most remarkable characteristic of exosomes is their excellent cell affinity. They naturally react with damaged and aged cells and effectively deliver active ingredients they are carrying to these cells. Through this process, they restore the original function of cells and transform them into healthy cells while acting like a commander, and in this way, they can address various skin problems. In particular, our exosomes contain active ingredients that help with inflammation reduction, skin regeneration, and hair growth, and therefore are great for problematic skin, wound healing, and hair loss. Let me elaborate on mechanism of action of exosomes. First, let me tell you about mechanism of action related to anti-aging. In aging skin, the elasticity of the papillary dermis is greatly reduced. However, when our exosomes are absorbed into the papillary dermis, which is the top layer of dermis, they deliver various active ingredients and create a firmer and healthier dermis. Based on this mechanism of action, external organizations also confirmed that our exosomes have an excellent collagen synthesis promoting effect. In a test conducted by Korea Institute of Dermatological Sciences, when the skin fibroblasts were treated with our exosomes at different concentrations, collagen type 1 gene expression increased by about 133% compared to the untreated group. That of collagen type 3 also increased by more than 67%. When our products containing 5% exosomes were used for 4 weeks, visible improvements were observed in an area such as the neck wrinkle, bags under the eyes, and wrinkle around the eyes and smile lines. Moreover, deep wrinkles around the eyes and skin density were both improved. When our products containing 20% exosomes were used, wrinkles were dramatically improved. Next, let me explain the anti-inflammatory mechanism of action. Unlike adolescent acne, adult acne is caused by external factors such as stress, lack of sleep, or makeup rather than hormonal effect. It damages the skin barrier, becomes chronic, and spreads to other parts of the face. Our exosomes contain a variety of anti-inflammatory ingredients that help alleviate this. Among them, IL-10 inhibits intracellular inflammatory signaling and prevents anti-inflammatory substances from being released and helping to improve chronic acne skin. Through our own research, we found that when skin fibroblasts that caused inflammation were treated with our exosomes at different concentrations, the inflammation-causing factors like TNF-alpha and IL-6 were reduced by 68%. This result was likewise published in an SCI-level international journals. The next mechanism of action is about facial flushing. The facial flushing is most common in middle-aged women, and it is caused by a decline in the function of mitochondria, which are energy-generating organs within cells. When mitochondrial function deteriorates, large amount of reactive oxygen species are released, accelerating cell damage. However, this can be improved. The ingredient called lactoferrin in our exosomes activates cell function by reducing oxidative stress in damaged mitochondria. Based on this mechanism of action, we conducted clinical trial with Gangbuk Samsung Hospital and discovered that facial flossing can be improved by up to 19% when treated with our freeze-dried powder containing 5% exosomes and laser toning. Let me also tell you about the mechanism of action related to melanin pigmentation inhibition. Pigmentation occurs when melanocytes located in the basal layer produce melanin, stimulated by UV rays. To avoid pigmentation, it is advised to prevent the production of melanin before it becomes visible on the skin surface. The ingredient called HSP70 heat shock protein in our exosomes effectively prevents pigmentation on the skin surface by inhibiting the production of melanin. The clinical trial confirmed the efficacy of our exosomes in reducing melanin as well as improving uneven skin tone and dark spot. They were effective in reducing not only hyperpigmentation but skin redness. Last but not least, let me tell you about mechanism of action related to hair loss. To prevent hair loss, activation of dermopapilar cell at the base of hair follicle and steady supply of nutrients are important. VEGF, one of the active ingredients contained in our exosomes, promotes cell proliferation around hair roots to form blood vessels. These new blood vessels steadily supply necessary nutrients to the hair papillary cells, creating healthy and strong hair roots. Based on this mechanism, an external clinical institution also demonstrated our exosomes hair loss improvement effect through joint research with Seoul National University Bundang Hospital. Our exosomes performed better than minoxidil, a widely used hair loss medication. When our exosomes were applied, the hair follicle length increased by 19%, the hair root diameter retention effect was twice that of minoxidil, and the reduction rate of catagen hair reached 30%, showing their efficacy in improving hair loss. The same results were obtained in clinical trial. Our products containing 20% exosomes were applied with the interval of 2 weeks on thinning area, and the 10th week, new hair growth was observed. When used with a device, new hair grew and hair became thicker in just 10 weeks. In the case of female hair loss, the number of hairs on the crown and their hairline increased. This concludes the presentation of umbilical cord blood stem cell exosomes, and I'm going to tell you a few words about the ingredients we have. Currently, our proprietary ingredients include umbilical cord blood stem cell exosomes and its modified version, as well as plant exosomes and various peptides to meet the various needs of our customers. This is the list of some of the major papers on exosomes and published in SCI level journals, which will be helpful if you want to know a deeper understanding of exosome. For more information on our products, visit our YouTube channel Exosome TV, where you can find various informative contents. We are now expanding our global presence through partnership with companies in over 30 countries over the world, focusing on medical aesthetic business, dermal cosmetic business, and heritage ingredients business. We need your continued support to move forward. If you have any additional questions regarding the ingredients of our products, please feel free to reach out to us at contact@primoris.co.kr. Thank you for your listening.